I'm Joni Nolan. I'm one of the counselors at Tupelo High School, and what we want to talk to y'all about today is choosing classes for next year. We are ready to begin the process. First thing we feel like you need to know is the graduation requirements. You need 26 credits for graduation. In those 26 credits, it consists of 4 credits of English, English 1, 2, 3, and 4, 4 credits of math, Algebra 1, Geometry, Algebra 2, and then your 4th math credit can be a math before Algebra 1 or after Algebra 2. You need 4 credits in science. 1 has to be Biology 1. 1 has to be a lab-based physical science, which could be a physical science, a chemistry, or a physics. You need 4 credits in social studies. In 9th grade, you take Mississippi Studies and World Geography. 10th grade is World History. 11th grade is U.S. History. And your senior year is Government and Economics. In addition to those, you need the 4 state tests, the English 2 multiple choice test, the Algebra 1 test, the Biology test, and the U.S. History test. Those are also required for graduation. You need a credit of health and PE. Half a credit of health, half a credit of PE. Your band or show choir can count for your PE credit. You need business and technology. If you took ICT in the 8th grade, that counts as your business or technology credit as long as you pass that class, and if you did not, you will need a business and technology credit here. You need a credit in the arts. That is your chorus, your band, art, theater, guitar, keyboard, anything in the fine art department, and then 7 additional electives for a total of 26 credits. Depending on what math you're taking right now would determine what math you will take next year. We've got all the prerequisites listed here. These are the courses that you can choose from. We also have descriptions of all of these courses in your program of studies, which is online, that you can look at and read through. And I would suggest that you talk to your current math teachers from this year and get recommendations from them. If you're in Algebra 1, you'll definitely take geometry. If you're in geometry, you'll need Algebra 2. After that, it kind of depends on your math foundation as to the best choice for you.
Okay.
All right, then we skip down to your science. We have a lot of choices in science. It really depends on what you're doing with science. If you've not had biology, that'll be your first choice. After that, you'll go by your prerequisites, talk to your teachers, and make a determination which one of these sciences is best for you. But everybody needs to take a science because you need 4 of those. Social studies, like we said earlier with your graduation requirements, depending on what grade you're in, that kind of drives what you can do. We do have AP choices for World History. We have AP US History, and next year AP US History will go to an all-year-long course. So if you're a junior and you're taking US History, it will be an all-year-long course. And then we have AP Micro and Macroeconomics that you can take, and that takes the place of the regular economics if you want to do that. So that takes care of your 4 academic choices. After that, it's all electives, and again, this is listed in Program of Studies, all the descriptions, depending on what you've done in the past, what you're interested in doing after high school. That kind of drives what you need as far as electives. And we've broken this down to your business and technology classes. Prerequisites on this side, what you have to have had. Career and technical is your vocational classes. There are certain requirements for that, and they do want you to take 2 years of it if you do a vocational class. So things like if you did Health Science 1, they really want you the next year to take Health Science 2, and so on. So those are all listed here. These are your English, Oral Communications, and Journalism electives. Prerequisites down this side. Then we get into your foreign languages. You do not have to have a foreign language to graduate from Tupelo High School. You do not have to have one to go to a community college, but if you want to go to a 4-year college straight from high school, they recommend that you have 2 years of the same foreign language. Next step is your fine art. Prereqs are listed here. These are the courses that you can choose from. Then we go down into your health, safety, PE, and driver's ed. Prereqs over here. These are your courses. If you are currently on a team, you can sign up for athletics. If you are not, you have to wait and talk to the coach, and your name's got to be submitted on a roster before you can choose athletics as a course. These are your social studies electives that you can choose from. Several AP choices there. Anyone who has tutorial services right now can choose a tutorial for next year. If you do not, then you're not eligible for those courses. And this year we have added all of the dual credit offerings that we plan to offer. So if you are interested in taking college credit courses here on the Tupelo High School campus, these are the ones you can choose. Here are the requirements you have to meet to be eligible for those, and there is a $100 tuition fee that you have to pay for each course that you want to take. And you'll earn a college credit and a high school credit. And then at the bottom of the page, what we've done is listed you a grid. You have 4 periods in a day for 9 weeks. So you are going to look at all these courses that you're choosing, and this just gives you a visual to lay out your courses. If you're taking English 2, it's going to take all of 1 semester. If you're taking Algebra 2, it's going to take all of 1 semester. So if you're taking Health, it's only 9 weeks. PE is only 9 weeks. So you use that kind of as a guide. This is not the order your classes will be in. This is just for planning so you can see if you've chosen enough classes.
Okay.
Based on going through that form, do y'all have any questions?
Do we need to select a couple of electives just in case we don't go, we don't get the class?
You could if you want to, and just list out beside them these would be alternate classes.
Okay.
So that would be a good thing. When you go into active student to enter it, you won't be able to do that. And I don't know this year that we're taking these up. What we're planning on doing is printing out for you once everybody's got their course request in the computer. We will print and send out to you what you've requested. If it doesn't look right, y'all will get back with us, but that will be what we're asking you to turn in and sign this year. This is kind of just a worksheet for your use to work with you, your parents, your teachers.
Okay.
Third step in the process will be to put your course choices in Active Student. So you'll log into www, which is https://activestudent.tupeloschools.com. It's going to take you to your login page. Your username is your first initial, middle initial, last name. Your password is your lunch number. You log in. Y'all know that you've got several things across the top. If you have no clue what you've already earned credit in, you can go into your courses and it will show you what you've gotten credit in, and it will show you your grades. That's everything you've taken, you've gotten credit for. Alright, so then what we'll do this year for your course request is go into course request, and you're going to add a new course request. You will use your sheet that you have filled out there. The first thing you want to do, you've got a drop down, you're going to choose an English. So what English are you in this year?
I'm in English 3 right now.
Alright, so you'll get the choice of English 3, English 4, English 4 AP, or you can do that combination class.
Probably do that one.
Okay, so then what you would do would be submit your course request, and it's a required course. Anything that's academic is required. Alright, we're going to put another one in, your math. So
Math. I'll probably do the Algebra 1, the college one.
Alright, so it's going to be listed under dual credit.
Dual.
And it is college algebra.
Okay.
It will be required because it's an academic course.
Okay.
So then do that one. Alright, then you'll have a science. So you're going to add another one.
I don't know.
And you may not know. You may want to talk to your science teacher and see what you need to do for that one.
Okay.
So if you want to leave it blank for right now,
Yeah, I'm going to leave it blank.
come back to it. Alright, you know that you need government economics. If you haven't had economics, then you can take government economics for next year.
I'm taking economics right now, so I guess I could go.
Alright, so it'll be under U.S. government.
Oh, U.S. government.
And you've got the AP option or the regular.
Is it required?
Because it's an academic class. Alright, let's pick an elective.
Okay.
Do you know what you want to do for an elective?
I know broadcast journalism again.
Okay, so then you would go down here, and depending on if this is your first year, your second year, or your third year.
It's gonna be my second if I do it again. So right here.
Alright, it's an elective class, so you're going to, in the drop down, choose elective. Then you're going to submit the course request. And then you'll keep adding courses until you have enough credits to fill up your day, and that's where you'll use that worksheet, and you'll write those things in and see how many more courses you need to choose.
Okay. All right. Like, do we fill it out? How many credits do we have to have, like, total for, like, each year?
You need 8 credits per year.
Okay. So this half credit, I'll have to get another half credit. Okay.
Now, if you were to choose, for instance, this English AP and you wanted to do the British Lit, you would go in and also choose British Lit, which is not in there right now.
Okay.
But you would choose that one, and it's going to give you 2 credits, but because it's all being done in one semester, you would actually end up with 9 credits.
Okay.
Which would be okay because you're doing a dual credit class through college, so you're getting extra credit for that.
Okay.
But most students will have a total of 8 credits when they finish.
And if we want to take like a class off, we just hit right here? Okay.
Or if you want to go in, let's say that you changed your mind and you wanted to do AP Government, you could go to Edit. I said you could, evidently. No, that's only going to let you change that, so you could delete it and add it back.
Delete.
And you could go back and add your U.S. Government and do an AP. And then just submit it. And we will give y'all a window. We will probably close the window. Have to look at a calendar to see. I think we probably will close it April the 15th, but let me look. Y'all will have until April the 15th to go in and make your course choices, and then they'll be locked.
Okay.
From that point, what we will do, we will send everybody in their TA a printout of the courses you've chosen. You'll get that printout. I want you to look at it with your parents. We need your signature. We need a parent signature. And if there are some alternatives that you've listed on your sheet that just in case you don't get a class that you've chosen for an elective and you want to make some note of, if I don't get child development, I'd like to take PE, or I'd like to take safety ed, then we'll have those sheets that we can pull from over the summer and we can put your electives in rather than us choosing for you. And it's important everybody go ahead and choose their total credits, because if you don't, we're forced in the summer to pick classes for you, and we would rather y'all choose your own than us choose for you. So those are the 3 steps you need to know: the graduation requirements, how to fill out the form so you know what classes you're choosing, and then how to put them in inactive student. And from there, we will look at them and we will make sure y'all are in what you need to graduate.
Okay, well, what about senior leave?
Okay, seniors may not have 8 total credits when they finish. If you are a senior and you want senior leave, you have to have all of your credits for graduation. You have to have passed all of your state tests before you are eligible for senior leave. If you've passed your state test, you have all the credits you need for graduation, then you can choose senior leave as a course.
Okay, and what about co-op?
Co-op is a class where you can leave and go to work. There's certain criteria that you have to meet to be eligible for co-op. So you need to see Miss Reed in the vocational building. She is right across from the school store. She's our career and technical counselor. She can give you more information about that. There are several things that you have to do. You have to have had vocational courses, meet some other criteria. So you can talk to her, and if you want more information about it, you can talk to Miss Jordan. She's the teacher.